Yeah, one of the craziest things, like I've seen a tattoo here in the United States. Like American people love the kanji tattoo, and then I sometimes find some weird one. Some people had, the stinky foot on, the foot. I mean, it says, well, 足が臭い, and then one in kanji, and but I couldn't tell, like the guys at the supermarket, on the vinyl of the supermarket. I couldn't tell, that it means stinky food. Well, another one I've seen that one woman, had a tattoo on her breast and then said nymphomaniac. But I think she thought that means sexy woman or something. But it says nymphomaniac. I laughed at her, like a crazy things. I saw the one, like a boy and the mom at Hollywood Highland. That it's famous for like a theater, like a Chinese theater around that area, Highland, like a shopping mall area. And then the mom found out, that I'm Japanese, and she talked to me, and her kids was wearing a t-shirt. And then she asked me, what's on these t-shirts? Then because it's a Japanese letter, and then I said it's hemorrhoid, and that t-shirt's color was actually like brown. It's so funny. I mean, I'm sorry about the mom. She was really pissed off, and she got that t-shirt at some Hollywood souvenir shop. Yeah, I guess so. This is about a natural food shop in Costa Mesa. I don't want to mention the restaurant's name, but the lady there wearing some apron, and then it says Kintama to Bonyu, and Kintama means testicles, and the Bonyu means mother's milk, and I don't know, she was wearing it on purpose, but it doesn't make sense, like testicles and mother's milk. What do you think of that? Like meaning? And then I don't know, like I don't think the Japanese made that t-shirt. Just the American put together a random Japanese word, and then they made it. And then seems like that was that restaurant's uniform. Like American, any other fast food restaurant, I just amazed. Like, hey, if you ever travel to the Europe or Japan or some other country, you will surprise the size of the American soda cup. It's so gigantic, and the gigantic gulp, and then people, drink a lot of soda here. Then I think some people are burping. The 7-Eleven sounds in fancy place in Japan, but you never think, like a 7-Eleven in America is a fancy place, and we get the bento in 7-Eleven, and actually, their quality is fine. I mean, you check, like a 7-Eleven Japan website and see a bunch of, the bento stuff, and they are hot and fresh, and they're good. But here, when you go to 7-Elevens, you just get a bunch of soda or beer or something. It's never get some. I mean, some people buy it, but you don't expect a good quality of food there, right? Yeah, the Halloween. I mean, even in Japan and nowadays people celebrate Halloween, but it's mostly only for the kids, and then. Yeah, I never expected, on the way to, to the work, the people wearing a costume in the train, and then, wow, this is like a Hogwarts in like a party or something. Like I saw they still have, the Michael Jackson, the little Peter Pan, like a heart in there, the the deep side. So yeah, I think they're I don't know. They're going to have a 3-year party at the office or whatever. Okay. amazed about the white people. I mean, well, I live in a Huntington Beach now and then. I sometimes go to like a beach and then see the surfers. I mean, most of them are white people, and then some of them doesn't wear wetsuits, and then doing a surf in the winter time. It's so crazy. I mean, even the summertime, I just like touch the tip of water and it felt really freezing. But they are like okay with that like a water and just enjoying it, and kids to like adult whoever is enjoying that cold water. I'm just amazed with the cold tolerance with tolerance of white people. And whenever you go to like some fast food restaurant, you expect there's a free refill. United States and America. I mean, well, maybe in Canada too. But hey, if you go to maybe Europe too. I mean, Japan. Well, Japan and Europe, you can't refill. Just the one shot. And if you like say, oh, please refill, and they will show you like some they raise their eyebrow and what is like what are you asking about this? Like, do you want to buy another soda? But no free refill there. Now, when I hear about the sushi, I mean, people think sushi is raw, basically. And then I went to some restaurant American recommend. They only had nothing but the rolls. I mean, they had some nigiri, but most of people just keep eating rolls, and then that had a spice and it's so hot, and we didn't have that type of sushi in Japan. And then even we don't have a California roll unless you go to like a American oriented sushi restaurant in Japan. So yeah, just stick with nigiri, and there's some nice restaurant around Orange County. Well, if you want to know, I mean, I go like a show on some good restaurant if I have money. Yeah, well, like sunglasses, I didn't expect like Americans nose so big, because like it didn't fit to my the sunglasses. I tried to buy sunglasses and I tried fit like shopping around. None of them fit. So then I went to Oakley and get Oakley, and they have an Asian fit. I think like a East Coast, except in New York or like that area, you can't find an Asian fit like around here. So be careful. Maybe you do the nose job or maybe do lacy. Actually, I did the lacy. Yeah, like a baseball. Baseball is national sports in Japan, kind of. It's from America, but we like cheer the baseball different way. We have a march for each players, and then they like I use a drum and a trumpet and during the game. But here, just like people watch baseball, so it's the way watching baseball is so different from United States and Japan. Today is a Super Bowl day, but if you talk about the football in Japan, people think that's soccer. Well, Japanese also call that sport soccer too, but the football, like called American football there. So, only the country we call football that sport is America.